Back in 2020, a driver struggling financially started working for Uber. One Friday night, just after midnight, he picked up a passenger named Derek from a closed bowling alley. Derek was tall, quiet, and emotionless. The destination was an isolated house with no lights on, which looked abandoned. Upon arriving, Derek didn't get out. Instead, he instructed the driver to wait, walked around the side of the dark house, and disappeared. After a few minutes, the driver ended the trip and was about to leave when Derek hurried back, empty-handed, but with a strange, intense look on his face. He got back in and demanded to be taken to the other place, refusing to enter it into the app. The driver insisted, and Derek finally told him to just drive back to the bowling alley. The entire return trip was filled with a palpable tension, with Derek silently staring at the back of the driver's head. When they arrived, Derek leaned forward and asked, "You ever wonder how you're going to die?" Before the shocked driver could properly respond, Derek said, "I think about it all the time." He then got out of the car, paused, and delivered a final, chilling line. "You picked the wrong guy up tonight." He then vanished into the darkness. Shaken, the driver later discovered the trip had vanished from his app. No name, no profile picture, no record it ever happened. Another driver, working a late shift in a tourist city, picked up a quiet passenger named Chris. During the trip, Chris held his phone flashlight pointed upwards in the back seat, creating an uneasy atmosphere. The destination was a completely dark house in a remote neighborhood. Chris didn't get out immediately, and then suddenly claimed he needed to go back to his pickup location, begging the driver to take him without a new app request. When the driver refused, Chris said, "I can't. They're not gone yet." After Chris finally exited and walked toward the dark house, the driver left. He stopped at a gas station minutes later and was horrified to find Chris already sitting in his back seat. When he returned, Chris simply said, "Take me back." The driver, intimidated, reluctantly drove him. On the way, Chris muttered about they still being in the house and that they won't leave no matter what I do. He identified the dark house as his parents, adding, "Not anymore." The driver dropped him off and reported the incident, forever wondering if Chris was a danger to himself or others. An 18-year-old girl living alone ordered food through Uber Eats with a leave at door instruction. Her food never arrived because a neighbor intercepted it, having seen the delivery driver peering through her windows. That night, she was woken by her dog growling and then by loud banging on her window. She called the police in a panic. While waiting, she spotted the Uber Eats driver's car parked across the street. The police found footprints in her muddy backyard, confirming someone had been there. After the police initially left, they secretly staked out her apartment. Their vigilance paid off. They caught the driver returning and arrested him as he approached her front door. A man and his fiancée were on vacation in Washington, D.C. After a day of sightseeing, they hailed an Uber. Exhausted, they made a critical mistake. They got into a car without verifying the driver's name or license plate. The driver was silent and failed to greet them. Minutes into the trip, the fiancée noticed the car was going the opposite direction of the route on her app. A moment later, a notification popped up. Their real Uber driver had arrived and was asking where they were. Realizing they were in a stranger's car, the man tried to calmly ask to be let out. The driver ignored him. The man then pulled out a pocket knife, confronted the driver, and demanded he stop the car. The imposter, now aware his victims were armed and alert, quickly pulled over and unlocked the doors. After they escaped, their genuine Uber driver informed them that there had been a string of similar incidents in the area, with several tourists going missing after getting into cars driven by impersonators. These stories serve as a powerful reminder to always verify your driver's details. Trust your instincts and be aware of your surroundings, no matter how tired or convenient the situation may seem.